Did Nvidia do enough to chill AI bubble fears? Andrew Ross Sorkin opens the segment by noting that the artificial intelligence boom continues, driven by Nvidia and strong demand for its chips. Jensen Huang, Nvidia's chief executive, addressed the chatter about an AI bubble, saying that from the company's perspective they see something very different. The discussion comes amid a week that saw Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Washington, where he explored a range of deals with American firms and highlighted the kingdom's increasingly complex economic ties. Earlier, many listeners had responded to Sorkin's question about America's selective view of character after revelations linked Larry Summers to Jeffrey Epstein. Summers is now stepping back from his teaching role at Harvard while the university investigates those connections. On Thursday, global stocks rallied, buoyed by Nvidia's blowout quarterly results. Bernhard Warner reports that the numbers pushed out any bubble fears for at least another day. Jim Reed, a strategist at Deutsche Bank, wrote in an investor note that Nvidia's blockbuster earnings had eased concerns about an AI-related market overheating. In pre-market trading, the S&P 500 futures were climbing and Nvidia's share price rose more than 5%. Even equities that had suffered recently amid AI anxieties, such as CoreWeave, Nebius, and Oracle, turned green. Additional signs of renewed confidence appeared elsewhere. The CBOE Volatility Index, known as the VIX, declined, and cryptocurrency prices began to rebound. Nvidia reported $31.9 billion in profit and $57 billion in revenue for the last quarter, both figures surpassing analyst estimates. The company's forward guidance also impressed, projecting $65 billion in sales for the current quarter, which topped expectations. Colette Kress, Nvidia's chief financial officer, said the firm had secured $500 billion in sales commitments for its upcoming Blackwell and Rubin high-end chips, covering demand through the next year. Huang added that Nvidia has worked closely with supply partners to ensure it can meet what he described as off-the-charts demand for the Blackwell processors, a concern that had weighed on investors a year earlier when supply constraints were a major worry. Despite the strong showing, challenges remain. The Times notes that roughly 90% of AI projects today run on Nvidia processors. Yet several of the company's biggest customers, Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft, are investing in their own in-house chips to lessen reliance on Nvidia's hardware. This dual dynamic of robust demand and growing diversification efforts leaves the market watching closely to see whether the current rally can sustain itself beyond the immediate earnings boost. Bernhard Warner notes that, despite the strong results, they do not fully resolve investor questions about the future of technology companies' billion-dollar AI bets. Global stocks are rallying on Thursday, bolstered by knockout quarterly results from Nvidia, the chipmaker at the center of the artificial intelligence boom. That's a look at the latest developments surrounding Nvidia's earnings and the broader AI conversation. Thanks for listening.